What's going on, everyone? It's Crypto Corey, and we're tuned in to the Manic Money Finance channel right now. Yep, we're keeping it real. We're holding it down. It's Saturday. Nothing too crazy going on, but Mike's out on a job, working late. So once again, I'm holding it down for y'all. Make sure we get our levels. I really don't want to mess it up like I did the other day, you know? So hope everybody is doing great out there. I did not trade today, right? Because Saturday and I was just observing price action. And if you watched, uh, it really did nothing, right? It really didn't do anything. Let's look at the, so pull up the charts real quick here. Stream's looking good. Volumes are good. All right. Let me show you some Bitcoin action. All right. Got to clean the camera here. So you can see, right? Bitcoin didn't do anything. Well, it did something, but just not anything that we're looking to engage with, right? Because it didn't do anything. So this is the 15-minute. Price is just consolidating right now. Almost looks like a head and shoulders, right? This is what price does on the weekend, right? It creates sentiment so that it can move during the week, next week. So inverted head and shoulders didn't really play out all the way to the measured move, right? Yep. So it only went like not even, I guess, basically halfway, right? And then turned and then came back down. But as you can see, right, so far the 15-minute is holding above the 200 MA. So that's still a good sign. So we're just going sideways. A lot of people are probably seeing this as a bear flag, right? And they're looking at that, right? Where are their stop losses? This is how we have to, this is how we get into the mindset, right? We have to think of all the scenarios, right? So there are traders that are looking at this and they're saying that's a bear flag, and the measured move to that bear flag would bring us down to 95,079, right? Let's pull that fib, see where that target brings us. Right to the 618. Interesting, huh? So that there is a possibility there that we have some AMD profile. What is an AMD profile? Well, that's accumulation, which is what the market is doing right now. Manipulation, right? Where the market does a fake out move, and then distribution, AMD. So once again, that's accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We are looking for a manipulated move after some time in the market like this. We're moving sideways. Why is that? That's because the market's generating stop losses, right? It's going to run to those areas, right? It's going to take the liquidity because it needs liquidity to be able to run up or down, right? It needs liquidity to create the move, if you understand that, right? And the way the market does that, it has to go and take the liquidity. Well, it needs a buyer or it needs a seller, to put it into more simple terms. That's what this is doing, right? It's going to the stop losses. So, interesting move right there, right? Bitcoin could pull back, measure move of this bear flag right now, because that is a bear flag, right? But we don't just trade patterns alone, right? Because that's just not enough, right? There's your bear flag, right? So let's even get that to the real true points, and let's see where that brings us with our fib. Pull the fib from the low to the high. That puts us right near the 786. Interesting stuff. So if I were to be a buyer, right? This is not financial advice, by the way. This live stream is just simple documentation of our financial journey, right? So if I were to be a buyer, I'd be looking at that 786 right there, right? Sorry about that. Hit the keyboard. Come back to our Bitcoin. Where were we? We were just on the Bitcoin, right? I like to use the Binance chart. Having some technical difficulties with my camera here. So if I were to be a buyer, I'd be looking in this area, in the golden pocket, the 618 and 786. Right? Targeting these highs up here, which would be ultimately the measured move of our bull flag out of the inverted head and shoulders, correct? Right? We're looking for something like that. I'm not saying it has to do this, but if we wanted to see this, right? Now, we're approaching the end of the month, but typically Bitcoin has been bullish during the week of Christmas. So you can take with whatever you want out of that. But are we going to get a Christmas rally? That's the question. Are we going to pop back up to 100K, right? And everybody's going to be like, wow, that was just, I should have bought down when it was below 100K, How many times Bitcoin do that? All the time, right? So if I were looking for a position, this is what I would be looking for, right? Not bad. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Take out the stop losses, and we could even go back to new all-time highs, right? Zoom out on the daily, right? The daily is below the 21. So that is a little sketchy, right? And we bounced off the 50, it's a good sign, right? Let's look at this weekly. Why don't we pull up the weekly? I don't like how far the weekly is from the 21. See that? And typically when the weekly is this far away from the 21, we have some consolidation or we dip back, right? Looking back over here, right? So look how far the weekly is from the 21. Something to consider, right? So It's not all bullish right now. That doesn't mean we can pop back up short term, right? So that is something to consider, right? And really, I've been looking for the $113,000 Bitcoin. We got pretty close. I mean, what was it like? What was the high here? 108,230. So I'd say we still have a little bit more. You know, like I don't think the party's over just yet. So Bitcoin in a indecisive place right now, and like we talked about as well, we have a fair value gap here on the weekly. Pull that fair value gap up. Right. $85,000 Bitcoin. So it's a weekly fair value gap. You have one down here as well that we were talking about from a while ago. So you have a lot of inefficiencies in price. 72,000. Wow, wouldn't that be? That would be pretty wild, right? People would freak out. I mean, I've been taking my profits. We had pretty good month, I have to say. So I'm happy. That's all I got to say about that, right? If you hadn't take your money, right? I told myself last cycle I was gonna shoot and some skydiving gear, and I also bought a welder and paid all my credit card debt off, and having an awesome Christmas year this year. It's awesome, right? So, and I still have money, and I've been putting money into Pulse, Hex, and all these other altcoins that you see me talk about, right? I have a little bit of money that is still in there, and I play around with it, right? But right, all I gotta say, like I paid myself, right? And if it runs a little bit more, I'm not gonna be mad about it. That's all. And I'm already getting for the bear market and for the next opportunity, right? And you guys are gonna be here. I know it, right? It's gonna be a good time, right? We're serious about this. So yeah, low volume on Saturday. Not really something, like not worth trading. Not worth wasting your time, because more than likely, if you're trading on a Saturday, your stop loss is going to get hit. At least, short term time frames, and if you're trading the long term time frames, you're not really moving anywhere anyways, right? So really right now everybody's kind of indecisive, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this bear flag, so-called head and shoulder pattern, right? We have that as well. So now we have a head and shoulders, right? It's a weird looking one. You know? But that's kind of what we're having right now as well. Something to keep in mind, but I wouldn't be surprised that what the market is doing right now is getting people to think this way. and then it's going to rip it in the opposite direction. It'll make the patterns, it'll make it like look really bad, and it'll scare you, and and then all of a sudden it turns on a dime, right? So there are multiple possibilities, right? And right now, I'd say the good thing is the 15-minute is holding above the 200, right? The longer we can do this, the better, because we want to see this 200 start curling up, right? We want to trade in the direction of the 200, right? Something like that, like the crypto lifer says, the banana curve, the 200 SMA there. Looking for something like that. That would be nice. So the 15-minute right now is holding us down so far. You have to be looking at all the time frames. The higher time frames, I gotta say, folks, things are looking sketchy. Gotta say, we're gonna either have to consolidate sideways and let that 21 come up to meet the price on the weekly, or price is going to have to come back down and touch that price, right, before we continue. Right now, Bitcoin breaking out, not really breaking out, but just doing its sideways thing, right? I wouldn't be too concerned, right? I don't trade weekends for this exact reason. I want you guys to see this as well. Why I don't trade on a Saturday. Well, let's look at it. 15-minute, you can see it. It's just been going sideways all day. Let's go to the lower time frames. So say if you were stuck in the lower time frames, say like the 1 minute, and you were trying to trade the golden crossover, right? Like the one I show you every stream. Well, you'd be walked on, right? Let's look at it. Look at that's just that's so frustrating. I've traded live funds in markets like this, and it took me some time to realize that you shouldn't be doing this. And this is exactly why I want to show it. I want to show this to you guys because it's very important that you understand when to identify when the market's being like this, because when you know it's being like this, just walk away. It's not even worth it. Wait until you actually get, more confirmation. We get we see more of the cards dealt, in a way to say, kind. So look at this, right? If you tried to trade the golden cross, I mean, it would have been hard because you would have to pay yourself, and really you're most likely looking for a big move if you're trying to trade this pattern. And there is some opportunity here, right? But not a lot, right? And we're looking for big opportunity. We don't want this little stuff. This is just a waste of our time. You're going to spend more in fees trying to trade this than actually making any money, right? Because the trade, like as soon as you open the trade, you have to pay a fee, right? So you're already in a loss. So look at the golden cross here. It's one. Have a touch there, right? That's an interesting one. Look how deep the stop losses, right? So if you were trading this golden cross, right, and if you really wanted to, where's your stop loss? Probably below there. Boom, taken out. And then what does the market do? Rips right back to exactly where it was before. Look, isn't that funny? Price is here, rips down, comes back up, does absolutely nothing. You know how frustrating that is? So now people, they're like, what the heck is that? They see a bull flag, right? Boom, bull flag. Yeah, it's going to break out. It's finally going to break out. It's not going to break out on Saturday. And if it does, I mean, it's rare. I've seen Saturdays break out. So I'm not saying, oh, Saturday it's not going to break out. Well, the times that it does break out on a Saturday, it's going to break out in a big way. Let me just let you know on that one. But they are rare. So they're seeing this bull flag right here. They're expecting it to run up, right? So then breaks, right? The bull flag breaks. And now they're thinking, oh, you know what? I'll pull the fib and oh, it's bouncing off the 786. And then it just goes sideways. And then what does it do? Boom, takes your stop, right? And then what does it do? Rips right back up. Isn't that so funny? I think that's hilarious. Why is that hilarious? Because I used to trade this and I would get so angry. You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? Why you don't trade a Saturday? Let's keep going. If that didn't convince you enough. So now, no, you got another golden cross, right? Boom. And traders are like, oh, this is it broke all these highs. You see this? And really, I saw it while I was coming back from the grocery store today. And the funniest thing, so I saw price break up above these highs. I'm like, what the heck? That is some BS. I tell you, man. And the old me would have thought in my mind, I need to jump in trade right now and go long. Why? Because it's broken above these highs and it's going to run for these highs. No, it's not time for price to it's not time for price to run. So you know what I did? I did the exact opposite of what my brain or whatever I was like my normal old self, right? The old trader in me would have tried to chase that long. So in my demo account, I just opened a short and wouldn't you know, I shorted the exact top of this market. I have to sign into because am I in let me pull up the trading account so you can see that like my position so you can see this because I just wanted to trade it and like experiment with it. It was hilarious, right? Is this that's the new account. Let me oh no, this isn't my this isn't the same trading account. I would have to log into my other yeah, this is a different trading view account. I'm not going to do that right now. But I I shorted that top. It was hilarious. I wish I had signed. Why am I just got, you know, I don't know how I got signed out. It was yesterday when I was trying to log into Restream, so I have to use a different email. And right now on Stream, I don't really feel comfortable signing in or doing any of that stuff. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. So I shorted because in my mind, I was frustrated that price was running and I wasn't a part of the big run. And I knew in my mind, you know what, I would try to long in the past. And every time I did that, I got wrecked. So what happened? Boom. Short. I did the exact opposite of what of what I would have done in the past, and boom. It was like I was only it was like a small position, but I literally caught this full move right here. And it was just like so funny. It was like a eye-opening moment right there for sure. For sure. Because I'm like, wow, I'm actually making progress here. Like I know what I was doing in the past and I know the results I was getting. and I know the mindset that I was in, and I can identify it now. I can actually say, "Oh, there you are." And I can act on that, right? And I can make a decision to say, "No, I'm not going to do that because I know where that's going to go. I'm going to just do the exact opposite." And then boom. It's the most fun. It's crazy. You got to try it sometime. I got to say. It's hilarious. So, once again, and then it just pops right back up and starts just trending sideways, does nothing. So this is why I'm saying, don't waste your time on a Saturday, right? Go enjoy it. Go enjoy some time with your family if you have a family. Go enjoy some time adventuring like me, right? So that's all I got to say about that, right? We're trading to not work so much. All right, let's see. I think was there anything I was going to go over? Let's bring up a coin that maybe all you people are big into, because I see some moves here for XRP. We'll go into the altcoins real quick. How about that? Right. XRP. Let's go on to the daily. So, yeah, we see some consolidation, right? What do I want to see for XRP if we play out here? We're looking at a target of $3.73 for XRP there for the flag. Interesting stuff. Want to get that out to y'all. Let's see, is there any other altcoins I was going to go over? Yeah, there's not really, oh yeah, let's go over Morph AI, because I've been watching that. So we have to keep an eye on this one. Kind of doing a little sketchy stuff, but I mean, it's an altcoin. We have to let it wiggle a little bit. So let me bring you guys back to here. And we'll pull this up, because this is, I can't find the TradingView chart. I have to go on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, so Morph AI kind of looking a little sketchy here. Not gonna lie. Bring that up for y'all. So yeah, it's not ideal. We don't want to see this low getting taken out, right? Because that's our 786. Now the next stop would be the 886, right? So currently, right now, this is still healthy. We don't want to see. Let's see if we can edit this. Yeah, let's add this in here and come in to here, and we'll put in 0.886 and make this white. Or we can, yeah, we can make it black. I don't know. Can you do that? Yeah. We don't want to see the 886 get taken out. So I'm on this ride with you guys. Currently, I'm pretty much right back to break even on my trade. I'm watching to see what happens. If we go lower, I'm going to most likely bail on this one because I don't really like what I see right now. But usually it's always darkest before the dawn, right? So we're going to hold on and we're going to have some patience here. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a little sketchy. All right, let's pull the fib from here. So yeah, that one. I mean, if you're pulling from the bodies, even if I did, like that wick really took out the 886 right there. It's yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. Just gotta say. But we're at the 7-7 to 77. It's an interesting number. Let's watch and we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm like, what the heck, Morph AI? What you doing to me right now? What are you doing to me? Anything else? Do we have any chat from the audience? Anybody who is wanting to see any altcoins? Right? Unfortunately, no. This is another one, so check it out. Pin link. $163 million market cap. Nice bull flag there on the yearly. Interesting. Interesting stuff. All right, guys. Well, it's a Saturday. Not much to go over. Mike's working. Money Mike's working. So we're just keeping it. We're holding it down on stream, making sure you guys get some information here. I don't want to leave anyone out. All right. Looking through here. Wow. Let's look at Dogecoin real quick because that's interesting. I don't know. I don't hold any Dogecoin, so but if what I saw was just correct, yeah, that's a dirty move, huh? Dirty move on the Doge. Pull from this low. Right at the 618. So I don't know, Dogecoin getting a strong response off that golden pocket. Can it hold is the question. I don't know, on trade Dogecoin. By the way, I see a lot of people online and even my friends, like, they think they can trade altcoins on leverage. Excuse me. So don't trade altcoins on leverage. It's not a smart idea. I don't know why I can't can't talk all of a sudden. Let's bring you guys up to Dogecoin because I was supposed to be showing you that chart. So look at Dogecoin bouncing off the golden pocket there. Like I said, I don't own any Dogecoin. I don't plan to own any Dogecoin. But for everybody out there that likes Dogecoin, it's bouncing off the golden pocket. We want to see that hold, right? Something to keep an eye on. Oh no, is there one more? There might be one more. One more to go over. How about Ondo? Because I keep seeing Ondo come up. Kind of almost like a head and shoulders pattern. So watch out for that. I don't know. Ondo looking a little sketchy. But you could also be having this consolidation where we're doing this. So watch for that type of pattern. All right, guys, I gotta go finish making dinner. We spent 30 minutes with you. It's a Saturday, not much going on, like I said. We'll be back tomorrow to do another live stream. Keep you guys updated on Bitcoin. Like I said, it's not financial information, not financial advice. Well, it is financial information. Well, I just missed this. Get your words together, Corey, right? It's not financial information, right? It's a documentation of our financial journey. So, hope you guys tune in tomorrow. I'm going to go finish making dinner and we'll see what happens in the market, right? It's right now, personally, looking a little sketchy on the higher time frames, gotta say. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's been a good one.